All right, this one's called Bosu ABC. What you're going to do is stand on a Bosu ball, hands for support. You're going to do capital letters, large for the alphabet, A all the way to Z. And you're going to do both legs. This is a split stance, cable push. What you're going to be doing, opposite leg, opposite arm. You're going to be doing torso rotation while you're pushing simultaneously. You're going to kind of stop the weight when it's at the top of your shoulder. You're not going to let it get all the way back here. Driving through. This is a split stance cable pull. Arm is going to be down low, hinged over, opposite hand, opposite leg. Rotating the torso and pulling the arm same time. This is a single leg kettlebell RDL. Opposite hand, opposite leg when you're doing this one. So what I want to see is I want to see you unlock that lead knee. You're going to hinge over, keeping the back nice and flat, and you're going to push that hip forward to stand. Hinge down, feel a good hamstring stretch. Push that hip forward to stand. It's a heels elevated goblet squat. I have 2 plates on the ground to put my heels up on top of. I'm going to take a dumbbell, put it at my chest, squatting down nice and low, standing up straight, kind of pushing a little bit through the heels. This one's called a banded wall open. What you're going to do is, I'm just going to show you for demonstration purposes, putting a yoga block to the wall. So your inside leg is going to be close to the wall here. Outside leg is going to be about a block width away, so it's probably about 7 inches or so. You're going to take a band like this. Arms going to be pinning against the wall, and you're going to rotate open. You can turn the head with it. Goal is to try to get that back arm flat against the wall, okay? The reason the block is here is because if I take my knee off the block and I allow my pelvis to rotate, it's really easy for me to go back. So what I want to do is I want to stabilize and dissociate that upper from the lower body and rotate open. So once you feel really comfortable, like you can control that, you don't need a block there. But try to go back as far as you can. To make it all the way to the wall, use a little bit tighter of a band. All right, so this is an incline dumbbell press. You can kind of see how this bench is set up. It's angled slightly backwards. A lot of benches will come to a vertical position. If you can, try to drop it down 1 notch. So it's about a 20-degree incline. So you're going to be seated down. Head's going to be against the back of the bench. Weights are going to be palms forward. I don't want it in a hammer curl position, palms forward. I want the weights to touch your shoulders. You're going to be pressing straight vertical. The weights, if they touch, it's okay, but the goal is not necessarily to make them touch. Make sure you go all the way down, touch the shoulders, press all the way back vertical. This is a barbell glute bridge. What you're going to have is you're going to have a back support back here. Some places have racks that have them. If not, you can just use a standard bench. Or if there's like a foam block specifically made for this, you can use one of those. What I want you to do is I want your feet flat on the ground. I want your knees at about a 100 to 110 degree angle starting, so that when you bridge up, they're at 90 degrees. Upper back's going to be against the bench. You're just going to push your hips forward, keep your feet flat on the ground, and engage the glutes at the top. Okay, really squeeze the glutes. Hinge back down. Lift back up. Hold for about a second or 2 at the top, and that's it. This one's called straight arm torso with a Palloff press. I want the cable stacked to be just about right above waist height. You're going to be holding the handle with your outside hand. Inside hand is just going to kind of go for a ride. It can help a little bit here. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be in a good athletic position, and you're going to be ripping across your body, maintaining stability in the lower body. So I don't want you sliding over, anything like that. Okay, that's the torso part, and then there's the Palloff part, which is the core press exercise. So it's going to be here, pulling apart, bring it back to the middle, engage the core, press, hold it for a second, bring it out, rip it across, Palloff press, bring it back, across, press it out. This is the 3D strap lateral jump, the skier jump. What you're going to do is you put it on whatever shoulder you choose. So I'm going on my right shoulder here. You spin opposite directions. I'm spinning to my left. It goes around the back. You wrap around until it comes right around the front of your waist. Okay. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing lateral jumping. For the skier jump, I have 10 pounds on right now. I would recommend between 7 and 10 pounds to start. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be starting on your inside leg, single leg, balancing. You're going to jump, land on your opposite leg in a single leg position, and you're going to hop back. You're going to do quite a few of these, but I want you to focus on stability over distance. Once you get that stability down, then you're going to shoot for more distance, okay? So you're going to be here, jump, stabilize, back, jump, stabilize, back. And as you get better at it, you can jump further and further. So we have seated hip abduction and adduction. Abduction, you're pulling the legs away from the body. So you're kind of abducting them. That's kind of how you think about it. So we're engaging, trying to pull apart nice and wide, slowly letting them return. That's the abduction. Then the adduction is where you're squeezing your legs in. You want to put this kind of as wide as you comfortably can go. And you're going to be squeezing inward. I don't want you to use your hands to give yourself any assist. You're just going to be squeezing using those inner thigh muscles.